All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a different battery build. Last time we did a Ryobi 40 volt retrofit kit. This time we're going to do a little different. This is a Milwaukee M18 style kit, 9 amp hour. I have a bunch of these harvested lithium ion cells. I'll put the manufacturer link and information in the split screen. But I harvested these this weekend. My wife and I, she helped me do a harvest and clean up and rewrap session with these. So we need 15 for this. This is what the cells look like when we harvested them. We put that on there, the insulator ring. But I'm waiting on some more wrap to finish this up. This kit, I paid $24.48 off AliExpress for it, for this 9 amp hour kit. So today we're going to throw it together. I have 15 cells, and these have already been charged and top balanced, and they're ready to go. So we're going to see how good this kit is. I'll throw the link to it up in the down in the description and on the screen. But this is the top of it. Take it apart here. Put that off the side. This is what you get. Bag full of screws and springs for the clamp. There's the bottom. Put that off the side. This is the business end of it. 15 18650's. And I'm doing these videos because there are, excuse me, there are no instructions on any of this stuff. So, hey, if it helps somebody, you know, I had to sit down and, you know, kind of plan all this out and figure it out and see, you know, how everything was going to go together. And if it helps somebody, I'm happy to do it. So anyway, the way this sits, like this is your negative, this is your positive. One thing to note on these things, they include this little mica strip. That goes under here as an insulator, and we'll show that later. But for safety, this is your fuse right here. This little piece, it's sacrificial. So if you overcurrent this thing, you're going to blow this out right here. It's going to melt. So that's your safety mechanism. All right, so we stripped all the tin work off here, taking this apart. One thing I did notice, and I'll comment on it, is some of the other ones that I've seen. I'm not sure about the 18650's, but I know the 2170 kits I saw, they actually have, you know, pluses, minuses, in the molded plastic. So it kind of makes it, you know, idiot proof. This one does not. So I kind of made my own little main positive, main negative over here. But let's go ahead and get this started loaded. So like I said, these first three are going to be your main positives here. And then you're going to go across, you know, positive, negative, positive, negative. So let's get them loaded. Okay, so we're back. Got them all loaded. Got the lid, the cover on it. As you can see, the cover is loose. It doesn't snap in or anything like that. I've got my screws out and organized. We've got 2 springs, the battery meter, a pointed self-tapper, 2 really long ones, 5 extra smalls, 4 smalls, and then 7 of the longer ones. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes to secure these shells together. So we're going to take these, I'm going to assume are the ones we're using. See if they actually fit in our screwdriver. And we're going to send them home here. And that's not the right one. As stated before, there are no instructions. By the way, if you're working on any of this type of stuff, battery stuff, or anything with batteries in it, or just computers in general, get you some tamper-proof Torx ones, Torx bits. All right, let's see if we can split some plastic and make this a really short video. All right, we got that all tightened down. We didn't split the case. Yay. Okay, so that's all done. I think I said in the other video, I like to set my workspace up. You know, everything is in the orientation that it is supposed to be in. You know, all this stuff is how I took it off. It helps you keep organized. That's just what I do. Because sometimes I get ahead of myself and flip stuff around. Anyway, so make sure you keep all this stuff organized to where you know where it goes. So now we're going to continue on with assembly. We will put on the tin work, put the tin work back on here. We're going to get ready to tack weld all these together. All right, we're back. I forgot to hit record, sorry. So we left off cases together. I was just about to grab this and I paused and I forgot to hit record. So the only change between what comes with the kit comes with these two things. Obviously the hot one is supposed to go from here out to this plate, and the negative is supposed to go from here underneath and out to the back plate. Yeah, I'm sorry, these are just kind of crappy, especially this one. I mean, it's half this size. If this is 18, this has got to be 24. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't use that with good. Anyway, so that's the only difference I did. I had some 14 gauge silicone, nice wire. This is a little long. I'm going to cut it to trim it to fit. So anyway, that's done. I got them all soldered in here, on here, so they're good to go. We are going to put the tinning on here and get those in, and then this goes on last. There are screw holes. Don't forget there's a screw hole here to fix it down here and here. I'm assuming they're going to use the itty bitty ones, but we'll find out. So let's get the tin stuff back on here. Again, be careful. You are working with a hot pack now. In my case, they're all fully charged, so don't cross the positive and negative. Don't let the smoke out. Don't be that guy. All that stuff. All right, I can't say that was fun. Definitely having problems with the spot welder and this material. This side it wouldn't stick. Yeah, just having very bad spot welding. It wouldn't stick, and then I had to turn the power up, and then it's way hot. And then if I turn it down, it's way cold. It's got to be the material. The other thing I don't understand, but I don't like, is they put the freaking dimples in here. I don't know if you saw that originally, but they put the dimples in here for like spot welding leads. Well, if your spot welding leads don't line up with these dimples, then you end up with your lead kind of hanging on the edge here on the curve, and I think that was what was giving me a lot of problems with this. Also, other thing, don't be an idiot like me, and like I said, make sure you're doing what you need to do, paying attention, because I didn't put my mica shield underneath. So now I have to pry this up and put the mica sheet under it, which would have been a lot easier to do without the tin work there, because I'm a moron. The problem is it's adhesive, so if I peel this off and try to slide it, it's going to stick. All right, like I said, it's a lot easier to put this on before you put the tin work on it. So anyway, all right. think we're done with that. We can move that out of the way. Now, funny thing on the website, it says make sure, or on their, when they, on the page they sell it on, if you look at the wiring instructions and stuff, and I'll try to kind of put a screenshot of the screenshot they have of this, it says, you know, please read included instructions, which is laughable because, yeah. Okay, let's stick this thing on here. Other ones I saw that were specifically 2170's, the BMSs had a specific soldering order, which I thought was interesting. This one didn't mention anything about that. It just says hook it up. But just to let you know, if you're doing this with 2170's, make sure you look at the BMS that you're getting, because I think every one of them had a specific, you attached the ground, then you soldered B1, then you soldered B2, then you soldered B3, then you soldered B4, and then you did your hot. And they explicitly said if you don't do that, you could damage the unit, or it wouldn't work. So, like I said, I don't see anything for this one on their website. And once you stick these through these holes, they're inadvertently making contact. So I don't understand, you know, how that works, but we're going to kind of fit this up. All right, short intermission on screw placement. I'm going to throw this in here to hopefully help somebody. So I just put the BMS in. I've got it all, have all the balance leads through the board, have my negative and positive, still not connected. And yeah, you can see them. So we had the itty bitty little screws, and there was 5 of them. So one of those goes here, right here, to hold the board in on this one. There's also a screw hole right here between these two, don't forget that. So I was mapping it out, trying to figure out where these screws went. I think I got it. So we have 4 of the little bitty ones left. And remember, we had this one oddball one that was pointed on the end right there, which I was trying to figure out where it went. And I think that one goes in here to hold this part of the charge port down. And the only reason I say that is because by process of elimination, so you have got the lid, there's 4 really short ones here, and that's those 4. On the base, you have 4 at the bottom here, and there's 4 of these little medium ones here. And that looks like they'll fit in there without damaging anything. So then it leaves you with these 2 medium ones and these 2 really long ones. So if you look here, these are way down on the bottom here, and that'll probably be the long ones because they go after I drop pieces and parts everywhere. I think the long ones go there. And these medium ones go here. So I think that accounts for everything. The long ones go in here. Medium ones go in here. These 4 short ones go in the base. And the 4 itty bitty ones go here to hold the locking mechanism that I just dropped. So that leaves this one. So it must go here because we already used one of these little bitty ones. There's 5 of those. That one went here. So this one has to go here. So hopefully that helps somebody. Like I said, it's just process of elimination, and that is not Phillips. Again, just remember that. Love how they mixed Phillips with these. It's lovely. It's a T9. Everything else is a T10. They do it just to screw with us, I'm telling you. Nothing smoked, so I guess we did it right. So anyway, that's screw placement. Back to our regular scheduled program. Okay, so now we're going to put the lid together, which is a ball of fun. Because I've already done it once, and I forgot to hit the record button. All right, so you got the two red plastic locks and the two springs. Best way I found to do it is kind of like get one in, kick it in the side here. That one's in, and you have this one hanging out right here. You can't hardly see it. Oh, we can see it. There's one that's not in right here. And what I found when I was struggling before I hit record is coming this way with a pick or small thing like this. Push this down and there you go. You're in. Grab one of the 4 remaining Phillips. All right, it does work. Get this little pad started here. We are very hot. I don't know why. I don't think I realized that it's hot. It's only 600 degrees. The negative is in. And just for grins and giggles, we'll do it in order. We'll do B1, B2, B3, and B4. I'll let you inspect my work. So we got the negative landed. We have B1, B2, B3, B4. Looks good. And main battery positive. We do have 4 lights. Just a quick recap. We loaded the cells, got everything orientated, welded on the tabs. There is a thermistor right here for temperature. It's just kind of hanging out here in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not sure how that's going to really work. Don't forget your mica. That's what saves your bacon on this fuse. Yeah, looks pretty good. Does work. We got 4 bars. So let's bed this thing up. Let's see what we got. Well, we are all set to go. I think we'll drop that in there. That's what it looks like in there. It's all square, it's all flat, nothing moves. That's good. And we got our springs in. Everything there works. So let's go ahead and plop the lid on. All right, so let's do the sticker installation. All right, there we have it. 1 9-amp hour Milwaukee battery from Salvage Cells. I guess we should see if it works. Not that I doubt myself, but I doubt myself. But I'm just a firm believer in the Church of Murphy. Stand by. All right, welcome back. just for example, these are my one of the two M18s I've got. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're at least 8 years old, probably 10, maybe 12. But this is a 3 amp hour pack. This is a 4. They've done me pretty well. I know they're getting a little bit of age to them, and they're not holding a charge, giving as much power as they used to. So maybe we'll do a rebuild. I don't know what's in here, if they're 18650's or if they're 18650's. Might have to pop one apart and see. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll use the 4. This one's fully charged, ready to go. That one works good. We'll stick on the new one. Quite a bit of difference. I can definitely feel the torque in the drill. Difference between the 4 and the 9. It definitely has way more oomph, at least, just free spinning. It'll be definitely interesting to test these. Maybe I'll do a video loading this down and giving it a test. So far, happy with it. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description to where I got this. The only parts I did not use, again, are the 2 wires that came with it, because that's just not going to work. And I showed you how I got around that. I had for the money, it cost me a whopping $24 and change, I think, with shipping. It was $23.27 for the kit, plus shipping and tax. So it was 24 and change, but yeah, totally happy with it. Hopefully this helps somebody, because there's not a lot of videos. I think there's one other guy that had a video on one of these, and it was a different BMS for the 18650's. But hopefully this helps you out. Appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and we'll see you on the next one.